Okay, okay. I just saw Paranormal Activity 4. It's ridiculous. It's cool. It's awesome. But it's ridiculous. It's crazy. Okay. So what happened in the first Paranormal Activity was this crazy bitch. She got possessed or something, and she disappeared, and nobody knows where she is. Second movie, prequel. The one who got possessed, Katie, her sister Christy, she was like going through some stuff, and she had a baby, and then stuff was going on with her house too, and like it was a ghost and stuff, and then we learned that the ghost was passed on from like Christy to Katie, and then like Katie came along and like she killed like Christy and her husband, and then she took her baby Hunter, and third movie, mega prequel. Third movie takes place in the 80s. We find out like why Christy and Katie were like possessed because their grandmother was part of a bizarre witch's coven. Like there was this scene with like everything gone from the kitchen. It all comes crashing down from the ceiling. I just wanted to mention that because it was awesome. Paranormal Activity 4. Okay. It takes place in like modern times, and like there's this kid at like this girl's little brother's soccer game, and like this kid is really weird. He was walking home from like the soccer pitch. He was just standing there, and then he was gone, and yeah, some crazy stuff starts happening, and we find out that the little kid's name is Robbie, and he lives across the street, and then something bad happened with his mom, and and then he had to come over to their house, like the main character's house or whatever, and he's all like, after that happened, like crazy stuff started happening, like stuff's falling down from the ceiling, and like crazy stuff is going on. He's talking to the TV. All of this is sponsored by Microsoft Kinect. I'm serious, the Kinect like plays a huge part in this. Where like they have the motion dots and everything with the Kinect, and what happened was like there's like this figure that's appearing in the Kinect dots. Like I don't get it, but like stuff starts happening. Stuff is going crazy. This teenage chick has like this boyfriend. He's a perv. I don't understand it, and they start looking up symbols and stuff, and okay, they're like playing on the Kinect. Some shit on the Kinect starts moving, so they set up cameras all around the house. Like they put this like video capturing thing in all the computers, because like they're a rich family. They got a lot of freaking laptops, a huge ass house, and like this Robbie kid starts shooting a bunch of weird shit, and he's just walking around the house at night making a lot of noise. He's making like the adopted son, like he's adopted. I think his name's like Wyatt or something, and they start like running around the house, and like the mom is all like, God, go back to bed, and then like the sister, the teenage girl, she's like experiencing all this weird shit, and like all this crazy stuff starts to happen. Like a chair moves out, like the mom is making dinner, and then like she walks away and the knife flies up, and then like 2 days later the dad is in front of the computer, and then like the knife comes soaring back down right in front of him. Like it was ridiculous, and you're wondering like, why isn't this chick like looking at this footage? Like this is all crazy stuff. And like there's even a scene where like this like Wyatt kid is talking to the Kinect, and he's like no, my name's not Hunter, and you're like, oh my God, he was Hunter the whole time. This is what happened to Hunter, and it's crazy. So like there's this ghost coming up behind him, and it's gonna grab him, but right before he can grab him, like the dad shows up, and he's like, what are you doing down here? What's going on? And then he's like, it's okay, but it's really not okay. And like shit started getting real, and you're wondering, why isn't this teenage girl like checking the footage? But you find out later that like the ghost is messing with her thing, and like she can't look at the footage anymore, and neither can her weird boyfriend. So that happens, and then like stuff starts going crazy. Then Robbie goes back to his house, but like everything's covered up with blankets and stuff. Like I think his mom might have died or something. I don't know what happened. I don't know what the deal with Robbie was. They never explain it. And like they like say that his mom is there, but it's really like Katie, and like I don't even know. Stuff is going on. I'm very confused right now. So like Katie starts showing up in their house, and then the teenage girl, she like hears the garage door open, so she goes down to check it out. Her parents aren't home, and like she's babysitting, and She goes down there and like she gets locked in the garage, and like the car starts and like it's filling up with like the fumes, and like she's gonna die. So she takes like a golf club and smashes the window open, backs the car out of the garage, and friggin' saves her own life. And then like it cuts to her explaining it to her parents, and her parents are miraculously not like beating the shit out of her. And like her dad, who started seeing some of this weird shit, he's like the next day he's like, it's okay, we'll go out to lunch and we'll talk. And while they're at lunch, like Katie keeps showing up in the house. She's trying to talk to Hunter or Wyatt or whatever the fuck his name is, and like the mom answers the phone, and then like Katie's upstairs, and then she hears a creaking noise, and then like a book falls down from the bookshelf, and then like she goes to pick it up, and then boom, she's like flying all over the room, and like she hits the ceiling, crack, hits the floor, crack, she's dead. And then like Katie like walks downstairs, and then like it cuts to like the camera from the kitchen, and you can see her feet being pulled away, because you know that's really creepy. And then the boyfriend shows up, and he's like before they had been seeing all these weird symbols, and they were like, we're gonna look this shit up, and they're like it's a witch's coven, like it was explained in the third movie. And what's going on is he shows up in the house and nobody's there. Like the mom's dead. Like I don't know where the fuck Hunter is. And like the girl is not there. The dad is not there. They're out to lunch. And he's just like I'm coming in. And then he sends her a message on his phone. He's like, I found out some more about that witch's coven. And then he goes up to her room and he sits down at the computer, and then he comes up like really close like this, and when he comes back out, like Katie is standing right behind him, and then she snaps his neck, and then she drags his body into the closet. And I forgot to mention, during this entire time, the ghost is trying to scare us with jump cuts, because like 1 second somebody will be here and then they'll be there, and I'm just thinking like the ghost is trying to scare us with bad editing. Anyway, then like the girl and the dad, they like come back, and then they see like Wyatt going into the house with Katie, because like Katie's his aunt, right? And like it's all going crazy, and then like they go into the house, but like the girl goes back into her house, and like she decides to call her boyfriend, and then she hears the phone ringing from the closet, and she's like, what is going on? And then what happened is like she goes in there, and she's like, oh my god, he's dead. And then boom, she gets pulled out, and then she gets dragged down the hallway, and then somehow she manages to run out of the house, and some crazy is going on, and she like runs after, like her dad's car is leaving, it's just leaving, and she's like, wait, come back. So she like runs over to the house across the street, Robbie's house, and and then she goes into the house for some stupid reason. I wouldn't go into that house. And then like she opens up a tarp, and then her dad's back there. He's getting dragged all over the house. She follows him. She goes into a bedroom where like he was supposedly gone to. He's not there. Then she turns around. Katie's there, totally demon facing, and she's just like running after her, and she's like, no, please don't hurt me. And then like she slams the door, and then she goes through the door like a zombie, or like that dude from The Shining. And then like she goes over to the window, and the window is covered with newspapers. She tears that shit down, opens up the window, climbs out. She sees her little brother, Wyatt, or fucking Hunter, I don't even know. And she's like, Wyatt, we gotta go. And he's like just standing there. He's like, no. And then she like pans the camera up, because she's still holding the camera the whole time. She pans the camera up, and then there are like all these like 1,000 like women, and like they've all got the necklaces with like the witch's coven symbol on it. And then she's like, oh my god, what's going on? And then she turns around, and there's Katie, totally demon facing, and then she just like eats the camera, blah, and it's over. It was ridiculous. I still don't know what was up with that Robbie kid though, and that makes me sad. Do you think there's gonna be a 5th one?